Hi, it's Jen. Am I ready for the beauty pageant? We're going to be trying out the new and improved Dyson Airwrap. I happened to pick this up on Ulta and I used credit card rewards points. So out of pocket, I actually only paid about $2.30 for this item. Now, normally it does retail for about $5.99 or $600. I was not interested in the original Dyson Airwrap for two main reasons. One, I really did not like that you needed two separate barrels to change the direction of the airflow. I thought that seemed really cumbersome and frustrating. And the original barrels also are shorter, and I did not think that would work for my really long, thick hair. And I had longer hair at the time, so I was like, this is not gonna work for me. But I saw that they changed the design, so now you only need one barrel, and then there's a little knob and it clicks so you can change the direction. So you don't need to switch them out. I thought that was a really solid improvement. And I liked that you could order a long set of barrels set instead of getting the original set and then getting the longer barrels separately. I was like, okay, that makes sense. Let me give it a whirl. I'm gonna show you the unboxing. It does come with quite a few attachments. I've seen a lot of people ask why they don't sell just the main unit and then the attachments separately a la carte. I think that would make sense. There's so many attachments in this box that I don't know if I see myself using all of them. Now, first there is the main unit, and it kind of looks like any other like blow dryer brush. There are three temperatures. There's cool, medium, and then hot. There's also like three separate airflow speeds. And then this button here, this turns it on. And then if you push it up, it's the cool shot. Then we have the barrels. I like the look of the newer barrels, and it's got the more metal-y looking tip. Apparently these stay cool. I did try to play around with this a little bit last night just to see if I could get it to work on dry hair, and it did. But the barrels do get pretty hot, so I was kind of surprised. I thought they would be pretty cool. It comes with this volumizing brush. I'm not sure how often I'll use this. The bristles, they seem a little flimsy for my hair type. I'll just say that. Obviously, I'm Asian, so my hair can be a little bit frustrating to work with. It doesn't hold updos very well, and it tends to have difficulty holding curls. I usually curl my hair with the Hot Tools curling irons. Those tend to work the best with my hair because you can get them the hottest, 450 degrees Fahrenheit. But if I'm outside, especially if it's humid, my curls just immediately fall out. So my hair will end up straight. It'll look fairly smooth, and then the ends will be curled under, but you won't even be able to tell I curled my hair, and that's kind of annoying. There are two smoothing brushes. This one is soft and this one is firm. These seem kind of bulky to me just on the get-go, but I guess they improved these so there's more airflow in the middle, and you can see, you can sort of click them so you can make them go in a certain direction. These just feel clunky, so I'm not really sure how it'll be using these. One of the bigger changes for this new model is they changed the pre-styling dryer attachment. It used to look like more like those Dyson fans, and I actually liked that style. This one, you're like, what the heck is this? It's both a dryer attachment. If you turn it like this is the dryer, and then if you turn it back, it becomes like this like smoothing flyaway attachment. I kind of tried this out last night and I wasn't super impressed with it. So maybe I just need to work with it a little bit more. And then you can click this little piece here. And then I guess you're supposed to like move it like this, something, I don't even know. So I kind of actually liked the older dryer attachment. I thought it looked cool. This one jury's out, we'll see. Obviously this is not blowout hair. I just got out of the shower. I did put a few products in. I will list everything I used below. I don't use a ton of hair products. I have color processed hair though. Recently, I started doing my hair a slightly darker color, so it no longer needs bleach. So I'm kind of hoping that will help keep my hair healthier. And the one benefit I've seen about the Dyson Airwrap is because it's not using as intense and high heat, that it keeps your hair healthier and there's less damage. So I don't know because I haven't obviously really used this product too much, but I did use some volumizing mousse, some styling treatment on the ends, and then I put some heat protectant spray on it. I use pretty cheap stuff, nothing super expensive. My shampoo and conditioner, I use Pureology. It's supposed to be for like color treated hair. I use the hydrating formula, but I'm thinking about switching to the Strength and Cure formula because my hair sheds so much that I'm wondering if that might help. After we finish this video, there's just gonna be hair everywhere. That's just how it goes for me. And you may notice like, hey Jen, why didn't you put on makeup for this video? There's a very good reason for that. I would just say, I would do your makeup after you do your hair if you're going to be using this product. I just wanted to put on a little bit of base makeup so I didn't scare everybody. So I got this really cute Hello Kitty wet brush. I gotta say, I'm super excited about this. I've heard really good things about the wet brushes. There's less tangles if I work my way bottom up. And I would say my hair is about 75% wet right now. This brush actually seems to work better than the other brush I was using. I had some like Conair brush. This one's getting out the tangles better, I think. If you have any great tips for the Dyson Airwrap or hacks, leave them below in the comments because I would really appreciate those. Yep, here comes all the hair. All right, I've got a trash can over here. I've watched a bunch of tutorials on using the Airwrap, and I've seen other YouTubers say that your hair should be like 80% dry, 95% dry, I don't know. And I've also seen one criticism of the product that the curls fall out really quickly, so I will see if that's the case. Especially for a $600 product, you would really hope not, right? I guess the first thing we do is, try to use the dryer on it. You would think it takes my hair forever to dry, but it actually dries pretty quickly if I brush it out first. Whoa, that's kind of a lot of air. Okay, here we go. Honestly, the dryer's not bad, especially if you're just trying to get it to the point where it's like a little bit damp. All right, let's do the soft smoothing brush. I'm just super surprised. There are 0 hairs stuck in the smoothing brush, which is kind of amazing. I don't know where it went, but it's not in the brush. It is drying my hair pretty quickly. Let's try to move on to the main event, which is the actual Airwrap barrel. I'm gonna try the larger one just to see if it gives me like really big hair. I love having big hair. I like curly hair, so that's kind of the style I go with. If you just like doing straight hair, this probably isn't the product for you because I think you could achieve these looks with other products. But the reason I bought it was obviously to get that like big blowout, like Texas pageant hair. I was watching the Dyson tutorial videos and it said to section your hair. So I'm gonna do that. I have some clips with me. All right, let's put on the barrel. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. All right, here we go. I actually kind of like to start from the back when I'm curling my hair. And I'm also gonna start a timer just to see how long this ends up taking me. I'm going to be doing high heat and high airflow, putting it in my hair, and then also doing the cool shot button for about 10 seconds. So that's the plan. There we go. There we go. Oops, okay. Okay, bunch of other hairs getting stuck in it too. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, some of my other hairs got caught in here too. All right, let's see. That's actually fairly okay. I feel like I'm gonna try this section again though. I don't know, I just felt like I could have done it better. All right, let's try this one more time. All right, here we go. All right, I feel like this held well. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm gonna see, oops, okay. So just first impression, it's kind of hard, like it's easy for your other hair that's not in the section to get stuck in the air, to get like sucked up in the Airwrap. All right, let's pull this out. That looks pretty good so far. All right, let's try another piece. Plus it definitely feels better than the curling iron as far as like it not frying your hair. Okay, we're just gonna curl this. Okay, here we go. All right. The real question is, how long will these curls stay? This does look nice, and I'm curling mine away from the face, but you can alternate it too. This is just the way I normally do it. All right, here's another section. That looks pretty good. What do you guys think? Ooh, all right, this one feels like it got There's not a lot of curl up near the root, but there is definitely curl down at the bottom. Now I have to switch it so that the air flows to the right. And it is good to work in pretty small sections just because you don't want your hair like wrapping onto itself, because I don't think you'll get as nice of a curl. All right, here we go. Okay, what's going on here? I'm definitely having some difficulty with this section for some reason. I'm gonna try a smaller section, but I mean, yeah, the hair is going in the right direction, so yeah, I don't know. All right, let's see here. Okay, oh, here we go. Okay, this is working out a little bit better. Okay. Okay. All right, here's the first. I feel like this side is a little bit harder for some reason. I'm not really sure why. All right, and it seems to work better when the brush is more upright like this. See this section. All right, that looks pretty nice. All right, and notice I'm not really touching the curls. I'm letting them just sort of chill. It also seems to work better if this brush is straight up and down versus like being at an angle or horizontal. See how it's wrapping better? Okay, here we go. Get a little tension here. Okay. All right, one more section in this bottom part here. All right, one more section. Yeah, these look really pretty. I feel like the curl isn't holding as well as a curling iron, but there's also slightly less heat. All right, here we go. What's going on here? Okay, here we go. This one's having a little trouble. We have a few more left over here. I don't know how I'm going to do the front yet. I'll definitely do the bangs like kind of separately. I feel like this might be, or maybe not. All right, here we go. When I'm getting to the front of my face with more layers, it does seem to be a little more difficult to wrap just because the hairs are different lengths. So that is something to keep in mind. I'm getting a lot of volume, and this is actually easier than I thought it would be, but I think there's some sections that I'm gonna have to redo. The arrow should be facing the way you want the hair to wrap. All right, got one section here. And it does seem to be important to keep brushing your hair out so that the curls are smooth. Okay, hasn't taken that long, and this is like really my first time doing it. All right. This works out okay. Let's see if I can do something with my bangs here. Okay, I don't know if this is going to work very well. This is sort of working. Okay, here we go. All right, we got the bangs here. Let me just do the cool shot. All right, so we're gonna see how this looks. Whoa, okay. So my hair it's really big. It doesn't feel very soft. I don't know if it's the styling products I used or because I basically blow dried it. I've never had this much height in my bangs, so that's kind of interesting. Ooh, look at this little swoopy thing here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to touch up some stuff on this side. I just feel like there's a few pieces that could be a little bit better, like this piece here. That's the good thing is you can kind of touch up any trouble spots or areas that you wanna just look a little more polished. All right. Yeah, so you can definitely do that. Look how much better that looks. And this always happens even when I curl my hair with a curling iron, is that a few pieces on the underside just get kind of straight feeling. What I like is that you can get your hair most of the way there and then pick out individual sections that you want, like this maybe, to just be a little more curly, and I think that gives you a more finished look. My hair does feel pretty like, I don't know, like stiff or something. I don't know why. I feel like I need to brush this piece out because it's like a little too curly. But yeah, I've never had this much volume. Am I ready for the beauty pageant? I feel like my hair is a little out of control. What do you think? And this is with no real brushing. I will say the volume is there, that's for sure. I think one advantage to the Dyson Airwrap is that you really can't get this type of volume with a curling iron. I will insert a photo side by side of myself with hair curled with a curling iron, so you can compare with hair curled by the Dyson Airwrap. I feel like I would fit in on one of the Real Housewives shows with this hair. Usually the curling iron makes my hair up top look pretty flat. Okay, so 41 minutes, and that included like a lot of kind of learning curve stuff and me going back in and doing sections over again. I feel like I could get this easily down to 30 minutes, maybe 25, just with some practice. We'll see how long this lasts, and I'm only inside. All right, so the last thing I'll do is I will take the volumizing brush and see if I can do something with that. I don't know what this is gonna do, but whoa, okay. I mean, yeah, I don't know, wow. I feel like this definitely has more volume. One issue I always have, I have some baby hairs right on my forehead that tend to get in the way. I'm loving the root volume this is giving me. I cannot get this with a curling iron. So that is one advantage to the Dyson Airwrap, I think. Another great thing is with second day hair, you could go back in with the barrels and touch up the curls, and I think it would kind of just perk them back up. What do you guys think so far of the Dyson Airwrap? Let me know down below in the comments. And if there's any other types of looks you'd like to see me try to attempt with this, like maybe trying to do straight hair or doing the smaller barrel, because I did use the larger barrel, I wanted the big hair. My initial thoughts, I do really like this product. Would I pay 600 bucks for it? I don't know. This is obviously not a full out review. I might do one down the road once I've had it for a while. I mean, obviously this is a luxury. If you're trying to decide between rent and buying the Dyson Airwrap, obviously you have to go with rent, but I do think this is pretty cool. I would say it's not comparable to any other hair tool that I own already. I think the improvements were what made me want to purchase this. The longer barrels that came in the set, and then the fact that you don't have to switch the attachment every time you want to switch directions, that's kind of ridiculous. So I think it's good that they fixed that. Is it worth 600 bucks? I think that's really up to you. How often do you use it? Also, is this in your budget? I posted about buying this on my Instagram, and a woman I know with 2 daughters said she wanted it. So if you do have more than one person in your household that can use the Dyson Airwrap, it might make it more worthwhile just because more people are able to use it. I understand they're not on sale that often, but if they are, or if you have like rewards points like me, maybe this is something that you use in order to purchase it. I know this is ridiculously expensive, so that's why I wanted to do an unbiased, unsponsored review just of what I think of the product. We'll see how this performs throughout the day though, but so far I think this product is pretty cool. Maybe worth a shot if 600 bucks is something you can easily afford. Anyways, I'm Jen. I hope you found this video helpful if you are considering the Dyson Airwrap and you also wanted to see it on long Asian hair. I'll see you guys again in the next video, and you're welcome to subscribe. I sometimes do reviews. I also do some vlogs, stuff like that. So I'll see you guys again next time.